Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Hi students, so in this video we are going to discuss regarding kingdom Protista. So kingdom Protista includes all unicellular eukaryotic organisms. So here this kingdom Protista is present after the kingdom Monera, and it is acting as a connection link between prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. So let us have a look on this kingdom Protista. Okay students, so that is his kingdom Protista. So now the term Protista originated from Greek word. Don't forget this point, first point itself important. So the term Protista originated from Greek word Protistos. Protistos is a Greek word. So from this Protistos which has come, Protista has come. So meaning is, Protistos meaning is first of all or simply first of all. So one more time, the term Protista originated from Greek word is Protistos. Protistos meaning is first of all, first of all. Now this kingdom Protista. So now before learn about the kingdom Protista, I would like to give you a few important points. Now what are those points? Now first of all, kingdom Protista was created by, or simply we can be taken this one. So while giving of explanation in a plant kingdom chapter, I have given information regarding this Protista. So the father of Protista is Ernest Haeckel. That point already we have learned, but here we are going to discuss about the Protista now. That's why one more time I am giving you. So what is that point now? So the father of Protista is Haeckel. Don't forget, this one is important. Why? Because the Protista is created by Ernest Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel. So now in where? In three kingdom classification. In three kingdom classification we have seen now. So in a two kingdom classification, the presence of plant as well as animalia we have seen. Next one, in a three kingdom classification, addition of Protista we have seen now. So addition of Protista, so that one added by Ernest Haeckel. That's why this particular Haeckel or Ernest Haeckel we will be considering as father of Protista. Next one, this particular Protista includes all unicellular and colonial eukaryotes. Don't forget one point. So in this particular case, what is the information we will be taking means, so this particular Protista includes unicellular as well as colonial eukaryotes. Now here for the first time we are going to discuss about the eukaryotes. So in this particular case, in eukaryotes, what are the main important points to be taken means, so definitely there are all different types of cell organelles are present. Not only cell organelles, so 70S type of ribosomes are present. Next one, histone proteins are also present in this kind of eukaryotes. So this point eukaryotes, why one more important point here in eukaryotes, so nucleus or genetic material is surrounded by nuclear membrane. So when a particular nuclear membrane surrounds the particular genetic material or the DNA, so there that particular nucleus we will be calling as a true nucleus. So once upon a time I have given information. So EU indicates true. So that point I have given now. So next one, karyo means nucleus. Now true nucleus is present in that particular organism. So now if true nucleus means how we have to understand means, so that point, suppose if the nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane, so such particular nucleus we can be taken as a true nucleus. Not only true nucleus, we can be taken by one more name, that is developed nucleus. So don't forget, so from here onwards, so from the protista members onwards, we will observe the presence of true nucleus or the presence of nuclear membrane. Important point, don't forget. Next one, the kingdom protista acts as, so this point also is important, that point is kingdom protista. So now this kingdom protista acts as connecting link. So definitely it is acting as a connecting link between prokaryotic kingdom Monera and complex multicellular kingdoms known as fungal members, so Plantae and Animalia. Now you see there, according to R.H. Whittaker, what is the classification we have seen? Order is Monera members, Protista, fungi, Plantae, Animalia we have seen. Now we have started to study about the kingdom kingdom 2. So second one kandepa protista da. So there in this particular case, this particular protista is present after the Monera members. So thereby, so this protista is present between Monera as well as remaining multicellular eukaryotic organisms. So these are all fungal members, Plantae and Animalia. So thereby exactly now where you are observing spotlight, now exactly we are finding protista members there. So thereby what is the point here we can understand? This particular protista members are present between prokaryotic unicellular organisms known as Monera members and eukaryotic multicellular organisms present in fungi, Plantae and Animalia. I hope you understood this point. Next one, these protista members regarded as ancestors of multicellular eukaryotic organisms. So this point very important, try to save in your mind. So why? Because why this particular word or this particular sentence we are studying means, once you see that, so order concerned Monera, protista, fungi, Plantae, Animalia we are taking. So in this particular case, so ancestors, why these protista members we are calling as ancestors of multicellular eukaryotic organisms? Why? Because in this particular case, this kingdom protista consists of eukaryotic organisms only, but here in this protista we are finding unicellular eukaryotic organisms. Means, one more time let me give you explanation. In kingdom Monera we have started to study about the unicellular prokaryotic organisms. Next, in protista members we have started to study about the unicellular eukaryotic organisms. Means, so in this protista members, so we are discussing regarding presence of unicellular eukaryotic organisms. So that's why based on this point, these protista members we will be considering as ancestors of multicellular eukaryotic organisms. Why here ancestors of multicellular eukaryotic organisms? Why we are taking? No, first of all, unicellular must be there. Unicellular organisms must be developed there. So when unicellular eukaryotic organisms will be developed, now from those organisms to chance is there to form multicellular organisms. That's why these protista members we will be considering as ancestors of multicellular eukaryotic organisms. So don't forget, important point. Now these particular protista members where we can be seen. So these particular protista members we can be seen in, so occurrence means where we are finding. So generally we can be seen in mostly in aquatic habitats, mostly. So we can be seen in aquatic habitats. So that's why such particular suppose if any kind of protista members present in aquatic habitats, so such particular organisms we will be calling as aquatic organisms. So now, so where we can find out means, definitely we can find out in oceans and fresh water as well as moist soil. So there are three different types of habitats we can be seen. So what are those? One more time. Fresh water forms are there, and marine water forms means ocean forms are there, and one more is moist soil. In moist soil also now we can see the presence of we can see the presence of which one, protista members. Next one, many protists or phytoplanktons. So planktons means here what is the point? Most of the protists are definitely involved in or these are all very minute or simply microscopic organisms. Microscopic organisms so known as phytoplanktons. These are phytoplanktons definitely are responsible to the process of photosynthesis. So definitely most are present in ocean we are taking now. So definitely these protists are planktons. These protists are planktons. Next one, while some of them are parasites, so there some of them are parasites also are there. Don't forget. So that point, first point is where we can be seen. So these are protista members we can be seen in fresh water as well as marine water, and can be seen in moist soils also. Now many protists are planktons, or simply we can be taken as a phytoplankton. So phytoplanktons definitely responsible for the preparation of food materials by the process of photosynthesis by taking off sunlight. Now here, and for some of them are parasites are there, means most of the members are autotrophs and a few members are parasites also are there. So that kind of structure now we are observing. Now structure of a protist concern. Now already here I have given, but one more time I have written, that is structure of a protist concern. What is the point now we are going to take is these organisms are microscopic, means very minute. So seems to be very small, microscopic organisms. Next one, cell structure is eukaryotic. Already I have given here. So definitely these protista members are eukaryotic organisms. Eukaryotic organisms means already I have given. So we can see the presence of eukaryotic organism characters. Means what are those? Definitely nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Next one, remaining things, what are those? Cell organelles. There are different types of cell organelles are present. Next one, ATS type of ribosomes are present. Next one, histone proteins also present in the DNA likewise. So there are different types of eukaryotic organisms characters we have seen. Now in this structure of a protist concern, now one more time, what is the point we are taking now? These are all microscopic organisms, structures concerned. So eukaryotic. So definitely, so which one is present? Eukaryotic cell structure definitely is surrounded by plasma lemma, or we will be calling by one more name, cell membrane. So cell membrane is also known as plasma lemma. So in this particular case, definitely cell structure is surrounded by cell membrane. Don't forget, this point also is important. Next one. So there may be an outermost covering layer. There may be a outermost protecting layer is there, that is known as pellicle. So pellicle is there. Next one, cuticle is there, and the shell is there, and the cellulose also is there. Cellulose wall also is there, differing from the taxa to taxa. Means so there are different types of outermost covering layers are there. Pellicle, cuticle, cell, cellulose wall. Likewise, there are different types of outermost delimiting structures or outermost covering layers are there. So in this particular case, what is the point now we are going to take is, so this particular outermost layers that differs from the taxa to taxa. So taxa to taxa. So in this particular case, what is the point here we have to understand means, so pellicle is present in some other organisms. Next one, cuticle is present in a few other organisms. So shell is present in other kind of organisms. Next one, cellulose wall is present in some other kind of organisms. So thereby, what is the point here we have to understand means, outermost protecting layers, there are different types of outermost protecting layers are there. Pellicle is there, cuticle, shell, cellulose wall likewise. So there are different types of delimiting structures or outermost covering layers are present. Next one, all protists cells cytoplasm always in motion. Don't forget, this point is important. So definitely when we are going to take about cytoplasm of these protista members, definitely this cytoplasm in these protista members definitely will be in movement condition, in motion condition, means that will be circulating within the cell. So thereby, so such kind of cytoplasm what we can be taken means, so such kind of a movement of cytoplasmic movement we will be calling as cytoplasmic streaming or cyclosis. Cyclosis is nothing but cytoplasmic streaming, or the cytoplasmic streaming is nothing but movement of cytoplasm. So when we are observing the movement of cytoplasm, we can be taken that particular phenomenon as cytoplasmic streaming or cyclosis. So in this particular case, so this point maximum times, so they will be asking in any examination. So that is suppose if you take suppose if you take any kind of movements in the cytoplasm, no, so such kind of a phenomenon we will be calling as cytoplasmic streaming or cyclosis. Next one, cell contains this particular cell contains, which one particular cell contains organelles. So why? Because we have taken, so these organisms we will be calling as eukaryotes. So definitely, so when we are going to study about the eukaryotes, definitely consist of different types of cell organelles. So what are those? So mitochondria is present. So some of the protists, so definitely we can find out even chloroplast also. So chloroplast is present. Next one, mitochondria is present. GC Golgi complex. Golgi complex is present. Next one, endoplasmic reticulum is present. Endoplasmic reticulum. Next one, ATS type of ribosomes are present. Did you observe now? Now what is the point here we have taken in eukaryotic organisms? So we are observing the presence of different types of cell organelles. So we are observing the different types of cell organelles present. So means, so what are those? Mitochondria is present, Golgi complex is present, endoplasmic reticulum is present. Next one, ATS type of ribosomes are present. Did you observe one thing? In kingdom Monera, in previous one, what is the type of ribosomes we have seen? So there we have seen 70S type of ribosomes we have seen. So there in a protista, but in a protista we are observing the presence of ATS type of ribosomes. Don't forget, in kingdom Monera we have seen 70S type of ribosomes, whereas in eukaryotes we are observing ATS type of ribosomes. So their subunits are, here I didn't write subunits, but you can find out subunits are 60S as well as 40S. Suppose in a kingdom Monera 70S type of ribosomes we have seen, no. So their subunits are 50S and 30S. Their subunits are 50S and 30S, but here subunits are 60S and 40S. Okay, but don't add, but here the subunits of ATS type of ribosomes is 60S as well as 40S. Next one, photosynthetic forms. So photosynthetic forms contain chloroplast. Means here what are the protista members? Definitely performs the process of photosynthesis. What are the protista members? Definitely performs the process of photosynthesis. So definitely, so which one we can be seen? So what we can be seen means definitely chloroplast we can be seen with internal thylakoids. So thylakoids also are present. So thylakoids are nothing but a group of sac-like structures. So only we will be calling as thylakoids. Likewise, so definitely in photosynthetic forms we can find out the chloroplast and which are responsible to the process of photosynthesis. Next one, some protista members. So some protista members means which one? For example, predatory protozoans. Predatory protozoans. So suppose if you take there, no, have special cell organelles. For what? Sir, what is the reason? So they will be having special cell organelles in a predatory protozoans means for intake of food, means for the taking of food concern as well as elimination of waste concern. So elimination of a waste concern as well as intake of food materials concern. Definitely they are or these predatory protozoans consist of special cell organelles, so which are helpful or which are involved in intake of food materials as well as elimination of waste materials. Why? Because after completion of which one? After taking of food materials, so by the process of oxidation of food materials, so definitely waste materials production takes place. So for the elimination of those such kind of waste materials, definitely specialized cell organelles are required. But names, what are those names? They didn't give. So but in later classes definitely I will try to give. So means this kind of special cell organelles definitely we can be seen in predatory protozoans. So don't forget, in predatory protozoans we can find. Next one, cilia or flagella occurs in number of forms. Means here definitely we can be seen seen cilia as well as flagella in many of the, or we can be seen in a number of forms. So what is the use of this means? This point we know very well, definitely helps in locomotion, so or the movement of organisms from one place to another place. So means here one particular organism, definitely it will move from the one place to another place, one place to another place, so with the help of cilia as well as flagella. Next one, this particular flagella contains 9+2 microtubular organization. So this particular information, so while teaching which one, cell the unit of life in that particular topic, so I will give you, so this 9+2 arrangement of the microtubules organization. So but now just name only or point only you try to remember, flagella shows 9+2 microtubular organization. So in this particular case now, sir, now the flagella is present in eukaryotes, or the flagella is present in protista members consisting of 9+2 condition. But if you take kingdom Monera members also consisting of a flagella, no, in a Monera members also flagella is there. So in the flagella members, what is a microtubular organization is present means, so in a Monera members 9+0 condition is present. Emma, don't forget. So in a protista members, or in eukaryotic organisms, 9+2 condition of microtubular organization we are observing, but in a flagella of Monera members, we can find out the 9+0 condition. So don't forget, actually here what is the point? No, 9+2 microtubular organization. So we will observe only in a flagella of eukaryotes or in protista members. So likewise we can be taken. Next one, protista reproduce. So these protista members reproduce. How they will be reproduced means through the asexually. So asexual reproduction is there and sexual reproduction is there. So here sexually as well as asexually will be reproduced by a process involving cell fusion, or and one more is zygote formation. So likewise asexual reproduction as well as sexual reproduction taking place by a process involving cell fusion. It is one kind of asexual reproduction, and zygote formation, it is a kind of sexual reproduction. So likewise reproduction we can be seen in protista members. Next one, kingdom protista includes, means this entire information. So till now what is the information we have learned? No, that entire information only regarding general characters of protista members. Now in protista members, what are the classes or what are the organisms are there means now. So these protista members we can be divided into following types. So what are those? So definitely Emma, so definitely there are. So first one let me take as chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds, and one more is protozoans. So one more time. So this kingdom protista include, first one is chrysophytes, next one is dinoflagellates, next one is euglenoids, slime molds, and protozoans. Likewise there are different types of organisms which are included in kingdom protista. So now let us start to learn the one by one. So that is first of all we have to start to learn, or we must learn the information regarding chrysophytes. So chrysophytes information concerned. So before start to learn, okay, let us start. So chrysophytes information, what is information? No, the cell wall is made up of 2 units. Cell wall is made up of 2 units, hence it is named as diatom. Di means 2 atom. So means here 2 units are present together, or the cell wall is made up of with 2 units. So that so that's why, because of the presence of 2 units, we will be taking as example diatom. Di means 2. Next one, these chrysophytes. So these chrysophytes includes. So these chrysophytes includes, which one? Chrysophytes includes diatoms and golden algae. So golden algae is also known as desmites. So these 2 points are important. Diatoms and one more is golden algae. So these 2 members we can be taken under best example of chrysophytes. Chrysophytes. Next one, they belong to the division. So means these chrysophytes belongs to the division known as Chrysophyta or Bacillariophyta, Bacillariophyta. So Bacillariophyta or Chrysophyta, don't forget. So it is a division. So now these chrysophytes members definitely belongs to the division. So that particular division we will be known as, or we will be calling as, which one? Chrysophyta or division. Division name is Chrysophyta or Bacillariophyta. Next one, what is the information we can be taken means diatoms occurs in all aquatic and moist terrestrial habitats. Now you see there definitely we can be seen in habitats, means aquatic habitats we can find out. So means, so definitely these diatoms are present in all aquatic habitats, means it is present in freshwater forms, it is present in marine water forms, as well as it is present in moist conditions also. Moist terrestrial means here terrestrial place means we know very well land areas with moist. I hope you understood now. So these diatoms we can be seen in all kind of aquatic habitats as well as moist terrestrial habitats. In those kind of atmospheric conditions also we can be seen the presence of diatoms. Next one, they may be free floating or bottom dwellers. Free floating, these are all free floating. Why? Because these particular protista members are unicellular. No, unicellular and microscopic. No, definitely floats on the water. So that's why these members are free floating. Free floating and bottom dwellers. And one more means here free floating members are there as well as bottom dwellers also are there. Means a few members are present just above the level of water and a few are present in below the water levels, means in depth. Suppose in depth of the ocean or in a particular region, suppose if you take there now, we will be observing in a bottom. So in a bottom of the particular locations. So likewise there are two different types of organisms we can be taken. Next one, they form the major part of the phytoplankton. So suppose when you will be taking of all these things, so they form a major part of the phytoplankton. So already we have seen. So in a chrysophytes, what is the main important point now? These are all mainly helps to the process of photosynthesis. So definitely prepares the food materials by the process of photosynthesis. So that's why here what is the point I have written now? They form the major part of the phytoplanktons. So they are also called as chief producers of ocean or patches of ocean or sea. So this point is important. So they form major part of the phytoplanktons. So phytoplanktons are mostly are present in chrysophytes. And what is the importance of this one means definitely. So phytoplanktons, what is the use? We will be knowing. So definitely these are phytoplanktons helps in photosynthesis process. So therefore these are phytoplanktons members, because of the activity of photosynthetic nature, we will be taking them as chief producers of ocean or patches of ocean or sea. Next one, in this particular case, one important point, what is the point we have to remember is, so these chrysophytes members are not possessing flagella, means simply flagella is absent or lack of flagella. This point is important, means in chrysophytes flagella is absent. So that is only I have written as lack of flagella. Next one, diatoms are microscopic. I told you already, these diatoms are microscopic single celled forms. Don't forget this point. Next one, these cells cell is also known as frustle or shell. Cell is also known as frustle, frustule, frustle or shell. Next one, each cell has a large central vacuole and a large nucleus is present. Why? Because so when we have seen these particular unicellular eukaryotic organisms, so definitely, so what we can be seen, large nucleus we can be seen, and along with the nucleus one more thing also we can be observed, that is large central vacuole also is present. Large central vacuole is present. So that's why here in this particular case, so when this particular cell consisting of a large central vacuole and so large central nucleus is present, no, so definitely it can do its own functions. So here, so vacuoles they will be performing their own functions, and this nucleus also monitoring the entire cells system or cells organization. So likewise some more information we can be taken. So in this particular case regarding chrysophytes, few more points also are there. So those points are, so diatoms have cell walls containing silica. So silica, so here in a diatoms, no, cell wall is made up of silica. Silica is nothing but sand like structure. So sand like structure. So definitely, so the walls of these diatoms or the cell walls of these diatoms, no, definitely made up of silica and constructed to, so here you see that two overlapping halves are there. So here constructed means how it will be means, so two overlapping structures, try to give any example means in the next line only you can see. So two overlapping structures are there, no, so two overlapping halves, so they fit together like two parts of soap box. So suppose when you will observe this soap box, you know how two halves are present are situated together, no, so likewise definitely we can be seen this kind of structure as soap box like structure. Don't forget it is seems to be okay, soap box like structure, sir, structure is seems to be easy only. So likewise you don't think, why? Because soap box like structure definitely it is important under diatoms. So here I forgot to draw the diagram, but very small diagram only, very rough diagram. So actually no need to draw. Suppose when you will observe this soap box you can understand the diagram. So but I will give you in further classes. Next one, photosynthetic pigments. So here already we have seen, so where we have seen, now you see there, so you see there chief producers of ocean means definitely consisting of chloroplast. So definitely photosynthetic pigments are present. So because of the presence of photosynthetic pigments definitely performs the process of photosynthesis. So thereby, so what are the photosynthetic pigments are there means chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C pigments are present, and reserve food materials forms or reserve food materials. What are the reserve food materials are there, no? Oils, chrysolaminarin and leucosin. One more time, reserve food materials are oils, chrysolaminarin and leucosin. So these are all, earth is a formation takes place means it is formed by the fossil of or diatoms, or fossil diatoms means after completion of life cycle of these diatoms, no, settled down at the bottom of the that particular water bodies. So in this particular case, no, when these diatoms or fossil diatoms are going to be settled at the bottom of that particular water bodies, so which one formation takes place, no, definitely one diatomaceous earth formation takes place means one kind of deposition formation takes place. This particular diatomaceous earth only we will be calling as diatomite. Don't forget that this is diatomite. Spelling is diatomite, diatomite. So likewise diatomaceous earth formation takes place. So then what is the use of this diatomaceous earth means? So that may be useful for the metal polishes. So for the polishing purpose point of view, for the filtration of oils, so for the filtration of oils, and one more is, so for metal polishes concerned, this particular diatomaceous earth we will be using. So this diatomaceous earth is nothing but, or that is formed by the fossil diatoms. So likewise some more information we can be taken. So in this particular case, the uses of this diatomaceous earth also sometimes they will ask, so one is for polishing purpose and one more is for filtration purpose. So definitely we will be using this diatomaceous earth. So best examples are which one is diatoms and one more is golden algae or desmites. So still few more points are there. So but when school will be reopened, no, so at the time remaining points I will cover. So this is some more information regarding chrysophytes as well as introduction of protista members. Thank you.